Hello and welcome back to the channel. Just a quick little envelope punch board tutorial today. This is a We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board. I've had it a long time. I do believe they have a updated version of this, but if you've got one that's like this, then this may be helpful to you if you've lost your instructions or anything, although there are simple directions on here. This particular board, I've got the inches chart on. It does come with a sticker for centimetres, which you can put over there if you use centimetres to do your card making. I personally use inches, so it's absolutely fine for me. The scoring tool is in the side. So I have two 6x6 cards that need an envelope. So on here you've got card size, paper size and score line, and they go all the way from 2 by 3.5 inches, which is a gift card size, all the way up to 6 by 8.5 inches. There is a chart online that you can go onto. It's a website for bigger sizes. I think it's envelopepunchboard.com. I'll pop it in the description. I have it on my phone. So I'm doing 6x6. So it's telling me that I want a piece of paper 9.5 by 9.5 inches square. All of the paper sizes are square, and then it tells you what score line over here to line the edge of the paper up to. I use, in this instance, white. Nearly always 120 or 140 GSM paper. It's heavy enough to be an envelope, but light enough not to be card, so I find that works well for me. So up against this top edge, and then along, and bring this edge here to the 4 3/4 mark. So the first thing I do is I punch, which creates a cutout for the fold, and then you find your score line here and score. And then once you've done that, you take it out, you turn it anti-clockwise, put it back up against the edge, and then line your score line you've just made up with this point. And again, repeat the process. So punch and score. You can see you've got a notch. All 4 sides we do this for. So this opposite edge to the one we started on should come back at the same point you put the first mark at. So punch and score. And then the last edge. You could leave it like that if you want. But the back of the punch board here has got another punch which rounds these corners. So we're going to do that. Just tuck that in there, butt it up to here and here, and punch. And that's all we need to do with the board. So I'm going to move that away. I've got our little scrap pieces there, which I'm going to get rid of. And all we need to do is fold this and stick it together. So I like to flip it over and score. And I'll do that with all 4 edges. So at this point, you need to decide what you want as your top and bottom. So I think I'm going to have it this way, because I think that that's finished nicely there. So you can decide whether to put glue on this edge and this edge, or tape. So I've used tape, I've used glue in the past, I'm going to use tape today. So I'm just going to get some regular double-sided tape and I'm making note of what part of this back piece this covers, so I can see that it covers, using my finger as a guide, I can see that it covers quite a large portion of that, so I'm just going to put a line down here and the same down here, and then fold the bottom flat. If you had a card with a little bit of dimension, you could put that in there before you close that bottom flap, and then fold it round your card so that you know that there's enough room in here for your dimension. I don't need it because I've got quite flat cards, and that's effectively it. If you wanted to leave this as it was, then you would pop either a little bit, put your card in, and when you wanted to seal it, you would pop a little bit of glue or tape down this edge. Personally, I like to nip them off across if there is enough overlap there to do so. In this instance there isn't, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a little bit of tape down each side so that when I'm ready to seal it, all I've got to do is take the backing off. So as you can see, that's ready to seal when I put my card in. It's nice and simple, easy to use, and when you've got one of those, you don't need storage for envelopes, because as long as you've got some paper, you've always got an envelope. So that's it. Thank you for watching. If you've liked what you've seen, please consider giving us a like and subscribing to the channel. If there's anything you'd like me to do video wise, just pop a comment, and I'll give it a go. So thank you very much. Until next time. Bye bye.